Hello, YouTube. I am Murray Mayhem. Guys, it has been a minute. There's been a whole bunch of stuff going on. And looks like we got one person on already. And it has been a heck of a ride ever since January. Hey, Kevin, what are you up to, buddy? Hope everything is going all right with you. I enjoyed talking to you yesterday off line yesterday. And Kevin said he was going to routinely poke fun at me throughout the video. So, there you go, guys. But there you go. There you go. Man, it has been an interesting bit. Heckle. Thanks, buddy. Well, I'll just start telling you about it, Kevin. You know, because you and I have talked at length, and you've been a big help getting the channel back on track. January 14th, it's hijacked, and they took it, and they did all kinds of crazy stuff with it, and they made so much more money than I did with it. It was offensive and depressing. Their total end amount, I think I might have sent you that picture, was $24,000. I talked to the YouTube management, interior staff management, something like that is what they're called. And my reference person is Gail, and she has been very nice and accommodating. Ill-gotten gains, yeah, I wish I had some. But they were stripped of everything, and my account had 315 creative content strikes against it, or copyright contents against it. Kind of the same thing. It's just one's a little bit further along than the other. And most people get 3 and then they get banned. And so they gave the channel back to me, Mayhem Country Living number 2. And that's right. That's right. When she comes to America. And actually, she asked. But it was interesting in the fact that all of this took so freaking long. So January to May, it has been months. January 15th, February, March, April, May. Been quite a while. And they finally have everything straightened out. I got an email early this morning. They said I need to click on a couple of things and do some adjustments. And they will have everything adjusted and tweaked, and it will be like it was. I have one warning against my channel, which I've never had a warning in 8 years. The 8 years I've had my channel, that it's been monetized, but I don't care. It's okay. You get a warning if you download Michael Jackson's Thriller, shows you how out of date I am, and post it to your thing and say it's yours. So thank you, sir. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. And so we are almost at a point. Now, what are we going to do? I have 14,500 subscribers on Mayhem Country Living number 2. And I've got, Heckle, thank you, buddy. And I have almost 1,000 on the other one. And so what we will do is, in about 2 weeks, after everything dies down, we will merge everything into it. My account is actually monetized again, so I am. YouTube loves me again, and they will give me pennies for what I do, kind of thing. So can't freaking beat it. I had tried to get on the past couple of weeks, but they kept deleting my channel and blocking it. The kick in the butt is if you have content, you have copyright content strikes against your channel. If you have more than three or more, they delete your channel and they ban you and they don't allow you to delete channels. So it was imperative that I either fix it or, you know, start doing cute shit on TikTok. I'll never. Um, and you have over 300. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did. 316 community strikes or copyright content strikes against the channel, and it was really odd. They freed it up and they gave me the channel back, but I had 9,000 videos on there, and some of it was like Japanese anime porn, and some of it was, I don't know. Think of the last 50 top selling videos that came out at the theater, and it was them, and they had hacked and put them on there. No, Kevin, I forgot completely to download all that stuff. I thought it was pretty dang good, actually. Um, Over 300, and see they closed the account March the 4th or 5th. So January 14th to March 4th, 300 community content strikes. After that, the account was locked. I've just been fighting and struggling to get it squared away. You put the Japanese porn on there. Man, that Hanacia stuff is not healthy. No, we don't. But it was creepy. I will have to say that. It was creepy. Now, what else has been going on? Well, we all been sitting here fighting off the coronavirus. I shot 4 of them. They were trying to come onto the property, and we managed to evade the coronavirus, and everything is good. And it's the weirdest, silliest stuff I've ever seen. Now, we are into a ending cycle, and people are still just, oh my God, we have to do some stuff with it, and get everything adjusted and tweaked. But it's just really, really silly and sad. And again, I always say, what would our grandparents say with all the stuff that's been happening and how we've been acting? Um, I understand, there's a certain amount of caution that needs to be used forward. Um, I'm over 50. I have high blood pressure, minor. So it is, I am at higher risk because I'm over 50. There are people who have these things, and we address them and do everything. Hey, Danny, what are you doing? Dude, do not buy that expensive stuff that you sent me that picture of. Please don't. We'll buy a bunch of tins of cocoa and we'll mix the stuff up ourselves. Um, I hope everything is going okay with you, Danny. Danny's a buddy of mine. He is in Alabama in some location. That's about all I can say. He's a buddy of mine, and we communicate, talk back and forth, and compare and contrast stuff, uh, and talk with groups. Slow roasting. Man, 4.5 hours. That's some good stuff right there. That is one thing. Mother's Day, the Hooch and I, we had all the kids come over because we're through with coronavirus now, so we have everybody over, and it's a quarantine and isolation. All that shit's over with us. We don't do that. I don't think you'll let us. I don't think I'll let you quarantine us today. But everybody came over and we cooked 20 steaks, and I did not cook them, and they burned them, and it was freaking fantastic to watch somebody else burn steaks. And we cooked a bunch of lamb, and then we cooked 10 or 12 hamburgers. The hamburgers we put across the top, and they dripped on all the steaks, and that's what caused the fire, conflagration, and it was a burn. But regardless, we had a good time. It was nice and fun. We had kids out here jumping in the jumpaline with all the water and dogs running around. Everybody was sitting around eating steak, drinking beer, telling lies. Man, it was good stuff. Good stuff. I would love to hear about it offline, Danny. That's very interesting. I'm glad that you can find some like-minded people up your way. And without saying anything else, I'm very jealous. A jumpaline, yeah, something like that. But it had a big old slide and a pool, so the kids would get up there and jump and slide and all that stuff. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm wearing my peepers, and it's actually hard to read some of this stuff. These are the bifocal transition things. I can't hardly read it. But oh yeah, that's good stuff. I've talked to her about it, Danny, but she ain't moving up there. She wants to move closer to the grandkids. We're actually, and I know it's funny because you just moved away from there. We're actually looking at Centerville, Alabama. We looked at a house inside the city limits, and I said, no, I don't want anything inside the city limits. It had 4 acres with it, though, 4 acres of land. And I said, no, I do not want to. Well, we called the courthouse and asked for their covenants and restrictions living inside the township. And I'm going to say they don't let you shoot semi-automatic weapons. So we probably won't be living inside the town. It was like that house that we were looking at, and then 2 houses over was city limits. And I was like, gosh, damn it. I can't win for freaking losing. But we are still looking. So, all right, I'm catching up with everything. I did hear from, and he's not on here right now, but he's a buddy of mine. I did hear from Doc Falcon. He had some health problems, and let's say possibly something, I'm not quite sure, but something like a blood clot, something like that. And he is better. He is at home, and he is doing well. If you are friends with him on Facebook, guys, go and post some junk and bother him. But he'll get a kick out of that. His wife is doing well. I'm going to say I talked to him yesterday, and he said they were getting ready for some storms, and he was sitting on his porch. So, so that is all I know. I talked to BC Truck earlier in the week. BC's doing good as well. He fell going down his steps, and he broke one of the bottom steps. So he's been in the process of fixing it. And if you follow him, you're kind of up to date on it. And if you have not subscribed to BC Truck, um, he's a good guy. He's a buddy of mine. We've talked for years, 4 or 5 years, and he and I've actually sat down and broke bread, and camped together. I guess 5 or 6 years ago at one of them nefarious prepping conventions. Dang, Kevin, a mile. That's great. I'm glad that it missed you, but a mile in Texas ain't a lot. I'm glad that it didn't get you. What I am doing is people are saying you don't need to stock up right now because there are some people who don't have enough and allow them to stock up. The people who have not planned at this point, I love them to death, and I take care of a lot of them. Regretfully, though, they are idiots. So we continue to set aside, plan, and prepare, and we will not stop what we're doing on screen and off screen to accommodate public opinion. Public opinion be damned when it comes to feeding your kids, your family, your parents, your grandparents. You guys know what I mean. Kevin, you're damn right. Absolutely. Absolutely, buddy. The Hooch said, I'm looking at going to get some steaks, and maybe we'll grill some steaks this weekend. And she said, do you want to pull some out of the freezer? I said, nope, I do not. I said, I want you to buy some. We'll swap them out, cycle them through, date them, put them in the freezer, pull out the oldest stuff, and then we'll cook those steaks. And we have continually cycled through. Sad to say, I think we ruined a whole turkey because I kept it in one of the refrigerators and we lost power. I don't know how. I guess one of the dogs unplugged the refrigerator, and that's all we had in it. And so it thawed. I guess unless maybe we cook the turkey, we fry it tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm still very hesitant because it's soft enough to squeeze and leave an imprint on the turkey. And it's a whole turkey. It's like a 16-pound turkey. So I hate it. I may just boil the damn thing in water and give it to the dogs, and then section it in half. I think that actually might be what I do. I understand, Kevin. Yeah. The damn funny thing is, we've got Shona's mother's house that we're in the process of redoing and renovating, which it's mine. I own it. But we had her staying there. She has a refrigerator and a freezer, standard, that's in there, and then there was a full-size upright freezer that was very, very old. Now, kicking the butt is it was so old the bottom hinge rusted off and the door dropped. And that's why I ended up having to take everything out to put in all of our other freezers. 2 refrigerator freezers and a full-size deep freezer. So I do not have that much room. I mean, I have a buttload of steaks and meat. We're very you know, we are very blessed as far as what we have, and we don't have to worry about anything like that. Plus, we got 120 chickens. You know, um, I had actually had some an Ethiopian group um, who was coming by today to pick up some roosters, but they kind of flaked on me. And these guys are interesting. They're Ethiopians, very, very devout, but you ain't seen nobody use a machete like these guys. Okay, and they told me, uh, Darren, we will show you how to clean up the bird and the goat and the cow and the pig, and we will make sure you understand before we leave how to harvest everything that you grow on your land. And I thought, holy cow, I wish I could talk like that. I guess I did. But these guys are some serious stuff with them, and they bring them, which I got no beef. Bring what you got and hope it's enough. But these guys, yes, sir, Kevin. These people are actually friends of mine. Long before all the zombie apocalypse and the corona herpes, um, these guys are really really nice people. Very very devout Christians. Um, I I had read about Ethiopian Christians in some books, some of my historical books, and these guys are like, holy cow. These guys are just wow. Yeah, and these guys are my friends. They're my buddies. I will have to say, and for all of they take the roosters and it's not like voodoo or anything, but after they have a service, they cook a bunch of meat and eat it. It's very interesting. Uh, Really, it's not insane. Gosh damn. Um, Hopefully, it's just a little bit of lag. I'm not going to be talking too much longer because we got a bunch of other stuff to do. But these guys are holy cow. Sure enough, and they, like I said, they're not those big machetes. I wonder why. Getting ready to get some storms. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm getting some lags because of clouds and all that stuff. But those guys just, and it's like, holy cow, y'all are serious about this stuff. Um, and So they're very interesting people to work with, and I have learned so much from them. Well, I have to say, I have learned a great deal from these people. But we are at 24 minutes now. I'm not going to keep everybody too dang long today because I have so much to do. I've already written one report. You can see my laptop in the background. And I've got a lot more stuff to do on the computer. And Hooch brought 30 cans of stuff in. I have to date everything and cycle it all through. Trying to think what else is going on. The puppy dogs are getting big, and chicks are getting big. We got some that just came out of the incubator, so it's a learning process. We did not keep as many as we thought we would, and I'm mainly doing this to sell to all those religious groups. For some reason, they like me, and Go figure. Amen, hallelujah, I guess. Because, like I said, they carry machetes. Little short ones. Chop, 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 chop. But, I wonder why it keeps freezing up. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Hey, Detroit, what are you doing? Yeah, 1 mile an hour, huh? Pretty damn good stuff, buddy. The other channel is up and going, and it is Mayhem Country Living number 2. You can go to it and subscribe to it. Give me 10 days. We're going to merge both these channels, and it will all be situated as one. And hopefully, knock on wood, we'll all be back like these two. Although we are going to do the Patreon and some other stuff as well. And Kevin Ryder, who's hanging out, is he said he would help with that, and he's my buddy. Kevin actually has some. Let's see how to say this before we go. I think I will, Kevin. The Hooch said, why don't you do it for 15 minutes on this channel and flip over and do it for 15 minutes on the other channel? I thought, that's a damn good idea, but it sounds like work. So, but I think we will next time. Kevin has some guns that are not his, that he is trying to help someone to sell these guns. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. These things are legal, absolutely above, open, nothing nefarious or anything like that. Wilderness Safety Institute, which is Kevin's page, has a list of the equipment. And if you guys are interested in taking a look at some of these guns, you will need to, do the transfer fees and all that good stuff. Everything is above board and legal. And again, they are not Kevin's. He is doing this for a friend of his. And he is not getting any money for it or anything like that. You can go to Kevin's website, Wilderness Safety Institute, and you can see the list of the weapons. Thank you, Kevin. I think I'm butchering this by I'm doing it bass backwards. There is a description of the guns, and honestly, some of them are beautiful weapons. I do not care for pretty guns because I just, I like scary plastic stuff. But guys, these would be a fantastic addition to a household if you're interested. And I ain't making nothing off telling you about it. Kevin damn sure isn't. Actually, I think he probably spent money trying to get it set up for these people. These guns are coming out of Missouri. They are legal. They are all above board. If you are interested, I know there's Olympic Arms AR-15, a beautiful wood 12 gauge shotgun. Beautiful. Something too pretty for me. I think a pistol or so, and then there is a crossbow as well. And these are all mid-level to high-end guns. So these are not, we're not talking about selling no damn high point or anything like that. These are guns that I wish I could afford if I had the money to buy them when I can. Take a look at it. I was going to try to post it onto my stuff, but they didn't open my channel back up until last night. So I will actually do a video on it, and I will include a lot of that stuff in there so y'all can take a look at it. And again, it's for a very good cause. A good friend of his lost their life, and he's selling it for the family. Like I said, he ain't making no money. He's not selling it, he's facilitating. We'll say that because we don't want ATF. Get off here, ATF. Damn bunch of scallywags. There is a Mosin. A Mosin Nugget. And those things are really cool. Used to be those things were cheaper than dirt. They are not now because those are getting hard to find, depending on what type and what year and what style. So, and the condition as well. I've got a buddy that bought one, and it looked like it came out of a washing machine or something. Holy cow! But it shoots, you know. But most of those weapons are really nice weapons. It's for a good cause. I will say that, and I cannot believe it. It's for a good cause. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll leave you guys alone. Thanks for coming by. We're back. For all intents and purposes, we are back, and we will get everything. Cool. Thank you, Kevin. I will, now that my channel is back up, I will post everything to Facebook until they pull it down. But I'll be happy to help you along however I can with it because you've been such a big help to me. So, guys, take a look at it. Wilderness Safety Institute. And just follow that link that Kevin conveniently put up there. And like I said, we ain't selling shit. He ain't making no money. And I'm just doing it because he's a buddy of mine, passing it along. We're going to wrap it up, guys. 32 minutes. It's a good start for our first video back. Just a second. You'll probably see a picture of my ugly mug as well as my beautiful wife pop up. Opposite side will be some videos. We are indeed your brand away. Bam, bam. Take care of your people, guys. We're not out of the woods yet with everything. There's still a whole bunch of shit coming down. And we're not even talking about what is happening to the freedoms and the liberties and all that stuff. We're not even talking about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Kevin. But guys, yeah, wash your dang booger pickers. That would be fingers. Yeah. Take care of people. How do I turn this on? There it is. No, it's still